we're gonna get going right now, so I need you to pick up all of these pillows, okay? They do not belong on the floor. Vlog is over there saving, so I'll be able to upload that for you guys before this, obviously. Okay, let's talk the vlog a little bit. There's been a lot going on even just the past 2 weeks. Literally the past 2 weeks I've been like, all right, Andie, we're gonna get back on this, and then fucking everything just happened. My grandpa died, my great grandpa, who lives in California, he died, and it was really unexpected, and you know, obviously it's important to take time and you know, do what you gotta do for that, and grieve and have your moment. And so that put a whole damper on that, but I'm okay, nobody worry. He was old, he had a really long life, and we already had the funeral, and it sucks, but he's in a better place, and that's all I'm going to say about that, otherwise I'm going to start crying. And then, also on top of that, there has been some major drama at Joshua's school, and I was really debating and kind of going back and forth on whether or not I should talk about this, because, well, first of all, I already tried to record a video about it, just kind of update you guys on what was going on, and I got so heated and so mad. I'm gonna try and find something to put my camera on, because I worked arms yesterday and I'm just like dying. There's been major drama with Joshua's school for the past maybe week. They put Joshua back in kindergarten, and I know that he's got the speech delay, and he's, you know, he's catching up. I mean, he hasn't really been on camera lately, just because I haven't been vlogging so much, but he has made leaps and bounds progress, since getting his hearing aids. It's been what, 6-7 months? So he's made so much progress in that time, and I know my son, and I know that as long as he's being worked with, there is no problem. Like, he's able to keep up. Last week I had gotten a call from his teacher saying that he was crying in class because he was frustrated with his spelling test, and it makes sense that, you know, like, Pam, Ma'am, Sam, they all kind of sound the same. So to somebody like Joshua, who's still kind of learning those sounds, it makes sense that he would struggle with that. But more than that, like I said, my grandfather died last week, and so I didn't really work with Joshua the way that I normally do, because he's had 3 other spelling tests prior to this, and I've never had a call, I've never had a problem. He was able to take his tests, but this one week that, you know, I dropped the ball, he's frustrated in class. And so the teacher asked me, she's like, you know, what do you think about putting Joshua back into kindergarten? And I was like, well, it's something that, you know, Mike and I have talked about in the past, and we just didn't know if it was going to be, okay, I feel like I'm slouching and totally out of the thing. I was like, you know, Mike and I have talked about it in the past, and I didn't know if it was going to be necessary. And she was like, okay, well, I'm going to talk to the speech therapist here at the school and see what she thinks. And, you know, you go ahead and talk to your husband, and you guys talk it over and see what you guys think. And then we'll talk again in a few days and just kind of go from there. And I'm like, okay. So the next day, Joshua, I go and I pick him up, and he's excited, way excited. And I'm like, what's going on? And he's like, my teacher took me to a new class, and I have a kindergarten class now, and I'm making so many friends, and I have a new teacher. And I'm just like, I'm really happy that you're excited, but what did you just say? Basically, they went and put him back into kindergarten, which shouldn't have happened, because I never cleared it. I never cleared it. And it's not just, there's so much more to the story than what is even worth saying. But basically the school fucked up. And it's not just putting him from one class to another, like changing the teachers because it's a teacher that he had. even in my opinion, like to begin with, she wasn't a good fit. So it wasn't they were changing like him to a different teacher. They're talking about putting him back an entire grade. Hi, baby.
You want some milk?
Oh crap, that's right. Oh, okay, give me 2 minutes, okay? Okay. So they're talking about putting him back an entire grade, which, first of all, Joshua has an IEP.
Hi. Friends are at the gym.
Your friends are at the gym?
Yeah.
Okay, did you put all the pillows back? Thank you very much. So Joshua has an IEP, and for those of you who don't know what that is, it's an individualized education program. He's got specialists that are there at the school that work with him, and basically it's these people's jobs to work with Joshua and give him the tools to succeed and to be able to keep up. And because we're in a new school and because we're in a new school, Joshua had an IEP in Oregon in kindergarten as well. Okay, my arm's hurting, so I'm gonna put you back down. Joshua had an IEP at the school in Oregon as well. So they got all of the information from there, and then because it's a new school, they have to kind of redo it all. I'm gonna scoot you back just a little bit more because I feel like I'm just like, hi. So the way that this is working here is there's a 30 school day period where they are evaluating and assessing him to see just how much help he's gonna, just how much services, how many services he's gonna need is what they say. But it's basically to see how much help he's gonna need, where he's at, as far as like, his speech and his hearing and whatnot. And he's still being evaluated. And so the fact that he was put into a different class, without my consent, first of all, because I never signed any papers. I never said, yes, we're going to do it. I never talked to the teacher. I never said, yes, this is something that, I talked it over with my husband and this is something that we want to do. And then second of all, because he's still being evaluated, the school went ahead and put, like, it never should have happened. If at the end of those 30 school days, like we haven't even had 30 whole school days yet in the year. So, and even then with his IEP, they don't see him for 5 minutes a day, more or less, without me signing a paper. So it just all happened really kind of fucked up. I have a meeting with the school, let's see, the 22nd. So in 7 days, I have a meeting with the school and, okay, thank you. I'm going to leave Joshua in his kindergarten class right now. And here's the thing is, I don't see a problem with putting Joshua back into kindergarten. I mean, I've talked about it with the teachers back in Oregon, is this going to be a good idea? He only really had his hearing aids for the last 3 months of the school year, so maybe it would be beneficial to, give him like a fresh start, and that's I completely understand that. It was more the way that they went about things, and more than that, this teacher that he had, I can kind of tell if I'm going to vibe with somebody. If we're going to be friends, I can kind of tell within like the first 3 minutes of like knowing you. And I just had a feeling that this teacher wasn't going to be a good fit for him. If it wasn't for Joshua coming home so excited and being just like the most excited child after school every day for the past maybe 5 days since they put him into this kindergarten class, I would have made a bigger shit about it. But so what I'm going to do, because I don't want him to be put back into the class with his original first grade teacher, I'm going to wait until we have the meeting on the 29th, which that's supposed to be the meeting for his IEP anyway. But in that meeting, I'm going to have the principal, his 3 specialists at the school that are working with him, the audiologist from the state that's going to come working with him. They have the special ed person there at the school that's coming in. He doesn't have anything that is, I guess, special. Nobody get offended, but I'm going to say he doesn't have anything that's like mentally special about him. It's just a hearing thing. Like, he's so smart when it comes to math and writing and everything else, but when it comes to kind of like reading and talking, like, he's still behind, like, and that's understandable. But so they brought in I'm gonna have everybody there. They brought in the special ed teacher just in case. That way she can be kind of like aware of what's going on. So I'm gonna have all those people plus his new teacher plus his old teacher. I'm gonna have them all in one little room, and I'm gonna raise hell. I don't know if it's because I'm a young mom that people just think that like I don't care, or that I don't do my research, or that I am unaware. But that's wrong. And yeah, wow, that got really long. But that's the gist there. So it's been really crazy couple of weeks here. Like I said, I'm gonna leave Joshua in that kindergarten class until the 29th. If I meet with all of those people and they all think that it's a great idea to put him back into kindergarten, great, that's fine. Like I'm totally okay with that. I want to do what's best for my child. But the school is saying that it was a miscommunication with the office, and there's some, I could get so heated about this. There's so much drama there. There's so much drama in what and how it went about. I could go into it, but it's just, it's really long and confusing and frustrating, and basically the school fucked up, and they're trying to sweep it under the rug and say that it was an accident. And I have so many moms and so many people that are just like, you can sue the shit out of the school. And I'm like, I don't care to do that. I just care to know what's going on with my son. And like I said, it's not putting him from one class to another. It's pulling him back an entire grade, which would put Joshua at like 19 graduating, which at the end of the day, that doesn't matter, but I don't want to hold my child back if I don't need to. And the reason that I'm not sure if I need to is because when I work with him, he's perfectly capable of keeping up. The reason he had a hard time last week with the spelling test is because, we had a family emergency and I wasn't able to work with him the way that I normally do. But other than that, like, he does okay as long as he's being worked with, and that's the whole point of this IEP, is that he is being worked with. So I don't know. I will keep you guys updated, and maybe once I know more, I'll be able to go into more detail with you guys about this whole situation. But for now, at least for the next 7 days, Joshua is back in kindergarten. And that is that. I need to change the subject because I'm going to get really heated. It's just the way that the school went about everything with that. They blamed the office, that the office supposedly was supposed to tell me. And I'm just like, how is the office going to call and tell me anything when I haven't cleared anything? It's just... Anyway, we're going to go on with our day because I've got a lot to do. What, honey? Okay. We've got a lot to do today, so I'm going to go ahead and change the subject and lighten the mood back up a little bit. And Shosha, are you ready to change?
Yeah.
She's under the table. Yeah? Mm-hmm. Okay, let's get going with our day.
No.
Careful, you're going to hurt your head, chick.
Your touch alone. Do you know who this is singing? Are you still mine? Need your love.
That man could sing me right out of my chonies, I'll tell you what. Joshua, do you like the gym? Just me and you? Is brother allowed to come? Yeah?
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, he's at school. He gets so mad. He asks, in fact, yesterday he asked, he's like, are we going to the gym right now? And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. It's a quick workout. I do have weights at home, so I sound so annoying. I'm sorry, but this is what's going on in my life right now. I do have weights at home, so I will probably do a little more there. I did everything that I couldn't do at home there, and I really want to make sure that I have enough time. Like I said, I don't know how long these people are gonna take to change my tire, and I'd rather play it safe. If we want to, we could go back later. Like, it's not a big deal. But for now, I am thirsty, and I think we're gonna go to grab Smoothie King before we go and get this tire changed. My phone screen is all cracked.
On, baby.
You guys see that?
Come on, baby.
Joshua knocked it out of my hands the other day in the kitchen, and it fell like bam on the tile. I'm lucky that that's all that happened.
Can I see you?
My crazy face?
Like me. Which one is the two pictures?
Oh, that's so cute. Show me your crazy face. Silly face. Crazy eyes.
Okay, my turn, your turn. Wait it. Down.
Holy shit, that took so much longer than, I mean, geez, at this rate, I definitely could have just taken the car, like, gotten the tire and taken it, put it on myself. I'm in, baby. Anyway. Now we go pick up Josh. Are you guys sure you want those ones? Because there's so many to look at over there.
Yeah, Papa.
I think Papa's okay for right now, okay? Let's just get 2.
No, we got two.
Let's just get 2 for right now, okay?
We got right now.
Yep, because... Are you sure this is the one you want, Alyssa? It looks kind of ugly.
Why?
Because it's got a little pica.
Oh, yeah. Heard that.
Okay. Josh knew exactly what he wanted. He's like, this one, Mom. Which one? They're all so cute.
Oh,
I think I like this guy.
little baby.
This guy's cute. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, what's your freedom?
Just the necessities. Okay, so we are home. We are home and I'm going to get dinner started. What's it called? I actually, it was kind of a bad idea to go to Smoothie King for lunch because I'm like, I feel bad complaining about it, but I'm super hungry because I had breakfast at like 8:30 this morning and it's now 4:43, and while I did have that gigantic smoothie, like I'm really hungry. So I'm getting dinner started right meow. What are you doing? What is with this hair, dude? It looks like crazy. How do you like your new class?
Good.
It's good? Do you like your teacher? Is she super nice? And he always acts crazy. I can see your chonies. Do you like your teacher? I don't, Joshua, yuck. If you could go put this and this in the bathroom for me, that would be lovely. Thank you both so much. I went to HEB, we picked out pumpkins, and I needed to buy like bath stuff. I needed razors. I don't know what it is, but for the past maybe like 6 months, even before we moved, any razors that I use, my legs get like irritated. And I used to use like the good stuff.
So what are you doing? Calm down. So you want this in a pumpkin?
Yes, we picked pumpkins. Use words, please.
2.
Like itchy, red, not cute. And I mean, it's summertime. You don't want to be looking nasty on your legs. But these are the only ones, and they're super cheap. They're like $5-6. Venus Gillette Sensitive, and these are the only ones that I can use right now that don't do that. Also, I found that coconut oil, I can't use anything else because if I use regular lotion and step outside, I'm gonna get eaten alive by mosquitoes. But I find that when I use coconut oil, I don't get like irritation on my legs, but I also don't get bit like at all. And I've tested this theory out since we first moved here. Dinner tonight is this delicious protein penne with chicken breast and asparagus, and I've got a little bit of Parmesan on top to just be a little bit like yummy and melty and salty. And we're watching Spy Kids on the television. I'm so hungry. I'd talk more, but I can't. I need to eat.